Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. And if you are new to my channel, I am a coach and also a tarot reader. I've been doing this for probably about 18 years. My camera is in a different angle because I have sun behind me and it was creating quite a dark shadow even with the lights. So do apologize if it seems like there's some shadows, and it's only because there is big old windows behind me and the sun is really bright. All right, everybody, I am a twin flame reader and healer. I also write some books on the connections. On top of that, I also coach on attachment in relationships and some of the dynamics. And I'm here to have some fun with you and to help you get some insight on your connection. I am hoping that all of you are able. Hey, Dawn, great to find you. I'm hoping that if you get a chance, there are a bunch of meditations that I've also have been doing. Hey, Anne, I'm sorry I wasn't on yesterday doing the weekend readings only because I was working on a music video for a singer. And so I was immersed in that for 15 hours straight. I just never had a break. So let's get started, shall we? So these ones are personal readings. These ones are mini readings. Checking in on your twin flame connection. So we are going to cover your updates, what's going on with your person, any awakening during this Venus Mercury retrograde, why they're feeling your energy more than ever, and any questions and answers. So I'm not sure how to ensure not sure how to ensure that this chat shows up. Let me look and see if I can do this and find a way to bring up my YouTube account and make sure, because for some reason my chat messages is enabled, so it should be allowing. Should be allowing the chats, but they're not showing up for whatever reason. Or just want to make sure that our chat stays up. I want to answer your questions. It is streaming software. See, I have no way of doing it on my streaming software. This one is on live now, but it doesn't give me the opportunity. Doesn't give me the opportunity for chat because that's already in my settings. Fortunately. Yeah. All right. So, all right. Wow. Well, I tried. So I really wanted to save these chats in order for us to be all appreciating sharing this later. Those timestamps. Participants. Shows everybody it's on. I don't know. Don't know how to keep my chat on there. If anybody knows how to, so I use OBS, and if anybody knows how for me to keep my chat on later, let me know. All right, because it's set everywhere for my chat to repeat, and it seems like when I'm recording through here, it doesn't show up. All right, so let's start, shall we? For those who have seen it, I am doing another series with the signs right after this. I'm going to check in for each of the energies. And I also brought my deck with description so that we can see who is coming next for all of your signs. And I may even pull a few of those cards with back in right now. So we'll see. All right. So, Dawn, you were here first. Do you want a reading first? You want to be first? Right now. So we'll see. All right. So, Dawn, you were here. All right. Just wanted to see what the timeline is like so I'm not lagging behind too much. All right. Dawn. Dawn, the first card you get, you must have seen that. You got the soulmate card. I don't read these cards upside down, but this is basically your overall question that I am seeing right here. Your overall question, where's my soulmate? Your overall question, is this my soulmate? Where's my soulmate? How's my soulmate? Where is this person? This is what I'm getting is your question that is showing up regarding your inquiry. So you're looking a little bit into, you know, who it is, where is this person, what's going on with this connection. I'm looking for my person. Where is my person? And so we're going to go a little further into that for sure. Just getting some cards. I tell you, it's just the weirdest, freakiest thing that the cards, I can't make this. All right. So, soulmate card. All right. Clarify your soulmate card. We have the Page of Pentacles upside down. We have the Page of Wands upside down. And we have the Six of Wands upside down. Six of Wands has a lot to do with being recognized. So this person, you don't know this person yet. All right. You don't know this person or this person doesn't know you yet. The Page is someone that you may be working. This may be somebody that you're working with and younger than you. And I'm also seeing Page of Wands. So two pages here. So there, it looks like maybe younger than you, looks younger than you, maybe also works under you. There's a possibility it's somebody that you will meet maybe even through the workplace. This is somebody that may show up through there. I even couldn't even swallow that water. I literally got a big lump in my throat that I had to drink my water and I felt like I couldn't even swallow my water. It was just like sitting there. I don't know what just happened. That was just the weirdest thing. But I couldn't get my water down. That was the weirdest thing. Wow. All right. So I'm looking at why does this person not showing up yet? It has something to do with boundaries. All right. So it seems like whether or not you've met this person, maybe at work or somewhere else, but you tend to hold very strong boundaries. And so you do it to protect yourself. So if you have come across with this person in a workplace environment or in a environment that could be something to do with making money or something that you're passionate about, there is a possibility that you were a little too guarded and you may have not allowed somebody to communicate, or there was no flowing of energy able to flow through. I see here that you also left too quickly when things started to get, so maybe if somebody started trying to open up a conversation with you, you may have kind of like dismissed it, put your guard up, and that was it. So this is telling me to be a little open, take down that guard a little bit, and just allow yourself to stay and get engaged with people. Let me see what's coming up for all right. So I'm gonna ask Venus retrograde and Mercury retrograde. What is happening regarding your connection? Are they awakening? What's going on with them? All right. So I am getting here. You've got the Empress upside down. You've got the ego upright. You've got the 10 of Earth upside down. And you've got the 8 of Earth right upright. I don't know if you can see these cards very good here. And so what is happening in this one? And so what's happening here is this is somebody who is working really hard. Eights tend to represent karmic. Like they tend to mean karma, not karmic, but lessons. This is something to do with education, someone that is going to show up to help you learn more about yourself. It's somebody who is really focused on the details and will notice those small little details. There is not enough here to have security. So this is somebody that you don't know very well. And so you tend to be very cautious. I have here that ego. So what I'm getting here is it's not someone that you expected to show up. It's not going to be what your idea of what you are expecting when this happens. You're going to questioning. You're going to question if they want your money. They're going to question if they are trustworthy in your energy. And even though they seem to be a great lesson and they're focusing on the details, you seem a little guarded and suspicious, to tell you the truth. You're like, yeah, no, this is not what I want. I want somebody who is, sexy. I want somebody who is going to be passionate. I want somebody who is going to be not successful and recognized, but someone that I would feel in my head would be someone that I want to manifest. And so there is showing in this ego a lot to do with some ideas in your head of what your expectations are. So they may be in the way and causing you not to really start getting into your heart and feeling your emotions, feeling what is going on. Because what happens is when this person is in your presence, you are not allowing yourself to really feel the energy. You are creating energy instead. So what you're doing is you're kind of projecting your ideas and thoughts onto a person instead of actually seeing that person for really who they are, if that makes sense. You're needing to open your heart, which means, and that's probably why the guards need to come down, because in order for you to actually feel someone else's energy, you need to get out of that protected mode. It's kind of like you feel a little like not ready. You feel a little bit like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know if I want this type of attention. And I see this here in your cards. If this continues, next year would look promising instead of you being ready for this year. And I think that you're more ready to do it this year. It's just that you are resisting this energy yourself. So time is going to be bring you a surprise. All right. And so let's not focus on the time. I think that as you start realizing how you're allowing your ego to influence what's going on, you'll be able to release some of that energy a lot easier. So what does that mean? Well, we put guards and boundaries up because we're like, yeah, no, if he's not really hot and sexy, I don't want to talk to him. You know what? Maybe that hot, sexy person is observing you, how you talk to other people. They maybe dealt with narcissists in the past and they want to just know that you are a kind person. People like to observe how people interact with just other people. And so this person is really focused on details. So this person is observing you. They don't want a difficult person. It seems like in the past they dealt with difficult people, and you know, they're turned off of difficult people. They want to know that you are lovely. They want to know how kind you are. I know you in a personal way, and you're a really great person. I think that it's important for others to actually get to know who you really are. So let's find out a little bit about this person. All right. One, two. So you need to let go of an anxious attachment type of dynamic. It seems like in the past, there has been an energy that you haven't quite let go of, and it makes you have some insecure attachment from the past. All right. I don't know if it was a parent or something that happened with a family member or an ex. But what's happening is it seems like there is a connection that you never really let go of. And because of it, it causes you anxious attachment, which is occasionally happen because of the fact of an abandonment issue, and you're constantly feeling that there's a possibility this person could leave you. And so it is a trauma that creates some challenges. Now, the person could have some facial hair. All right. This looks like somebody I know. So, you know, this person could have a beard or some kind of like a beard and a mustache. Okay. Let's see what else is regarding your person. A real baby face. So this person might have a real baby face, even though he's got some facial hair. He may have some really youthful features. What else can we find out about Dawn's soulmate? They might be quite skinny, right? Thin. I'm not saying a female, but they could be really small framed. What else can we find out about Dawn's soulmate? hazel color eyes. What else can we find out about Dawn's soulmate? So far we have thin hazel eyes, possibly a beard, and baby face. And the face shape would be oval. And they seem mature, which I got that they're very paying attention to details. Tall. So far we've got tall, hazel eyes. Write this all down. I'd be curious. Hey, Jessica. I'd be curious to see who this person is. We've got hazel, beard, tall, baby face, oval face, tall. Oh, I got older than you too. I think that he's younger than you, but maybe he's more mature in some ways. So maybe I'm not going to say more mature intelligently. I feel that he's had more relationships. He's more experienced with relationships. All right, so let's go and look a little further. Hey, Jess. So let's look at what's happening with them during the Venus retrograde. What's happening with them during the Venus retrograde? Okay, well, look at them. So here they are. They're closing up a cycle where they have to walk away from somebody because they took their guard down and took all their money. So there is a possibility that this person is coming out of a relationship. I definitely see that there has something that came full circle, maybe a marriage, maybe it was a commitment of some sort, but they had to walk away from it and they had to leave behind where they were in self-protection mode as well. So they had to walk away from this, and they are struggling with being able to be in receiving mode. They're struggling with them being able to be in alignment with their person. They're looking, but it's just seeming that they are struggling with they feel a little bit like they're on the other end of the polarity where they know too much when it comes to relationships. That's what I'm getting. I don't think they're feeling your energy at this time, but we can check. We can check on why are they feeling your energy now more than ever, so they can feel you. So they know you're out there. They're looking for you. They just don't know. And so this is really powerful. Write down the universe. How, the universe, if they tell you this is your person, are you both speaking on the same language? So I tend to tell people, write down in your journal, universe, this is what I'm expecting to see as a sign when I'm meeting my person. I'm going to go and see blue flowers. And when I see those blue flowers, I know that this is exactly the very same day I'm meeting my person. In fact, blue flowers alone may not be enough. I want blue flowers, and I want the person to say my name. The blue flowers and the person saying my name, and that's how I know that this is my person. And, you know, this way it's kind of clear. Might be synchronicity to you, but that's, you know, put down two different ways, right? Just a way to do it. All right, so let's look into why are they feeling your energy? Because I'm seeing the Empress. They are looking for their wife. They're looking for their person. And bottom of the deck, they have Devil. So this is saying that it's Saturn. Saturn is about responsibility. If Saturn's about responsibility, Saturn is about commitment. Saturn is about following through long term. They're looking for a long-term connection. They're looking for somebody that they can respect as their girlfriend. They want somebody who hasn't dated 150 different men. No offense to anybody who has, but they're looking for somebody to call their own who they feel that has, you know, not been already in a lot of relationships. They want somebody who's not so seasoned. So that's why they tend to like to date younger women, and it's not have anything to do with an age gap. It has a lot to do with they just feel that they don't want to be with somebody who isn't holding themselves back. So that is your virtue, is that you have such a prize to offer to someone, right? You're holding back and you're not giving yourself up to anybody unless it's somebody that you really feel valuable, that is worthy of it. And so they're looking for somebody to be their wife. They're looking for somebody to be mother, maybe to their children. They want somebody that they can really respect, because unfortunately they want somebody, they're looking for somebody to be quite attached to, and so they have their own little stuff that they have to work through. They have their own stuff that they have to work through, and so it is some codependent issues, but they want to love you more than anything. And this is really about them feeling that this is their true soulmate, and they're really holding out, looking for that one special person. And it has been something that they feel that they want to serve you, and they want you to be a little submissive to that type of energy. And it's something to do with them feeling like you being in the feminine energy and them being in the masculine energy. And so that's what I'm getting quite strongly. At the bottom of the deck, I do have younger than you. So I do feel that they're younger than you, even though they're more mature than you, if that makes sense. All right. Oops. Oh, dropped my camera. Oops. Sorry, guys. Thank you, Mercury retrograde. I hit my camera and knocked it right over. So, guys, Dawn, do you have any more questions before I go on to the next one? Yeah, younger seems to, I felt it very strongly, especially with the cards. It seems like you're not wanting to be with an older person. I think it has a lot to do with it will put you more in your divine feminine energy and not make you it's something to do with the divine feminine energy. You want that maturity so that you stay in your divine feminine energy, because if he is somebody that's too much feminine energy, I think that it would switch you into your masculine energy. All right, so yeah, well, you do look younger than you are. Look at me. I don't look 57 years old. So if I was to date somebody that was 10 years older than me, I feel like people are gonna think that I'm actually with my father. So it's how it is. Um, all right. So are we gonna do the next one now, or did you have any questions, Dawn? Because, like I said, for this live, I would like everybody to drop their questions. This is an opportunity for me to give free coaching questions on twin flame connections for free right here. And the only thing is, I wish I could save this chat somehow, and I don't know how. I got to figure it out. If anybody knows how I can save my chat so it shows up in YouTube from OBS, let me know, because I don't know how to set that somewhere here. And me. All right. So who wants to do the next one? I'm doing questions on your update for your connection, your awakening since the Venus and Mercury retrograde. Yeah, you need to let go of boundaries, being guarded. And I think we've talked about this before, Dawn. You just need to be a little bit more into a playful, allowing flirting to mean just that, just flirt, just allowing yourself to engage and go from that. What's coming in next? Okay, so your question, so this is how I'm doing the readings, Jessica. So I'm going to check in on you and your person, and then I'm going to what is being awakened in your person during this retrograde, and then why is it that they're feeling you more than anything, and any twin flame dynamic type of questions I like to answer in the chat. All right, so even though, like I said, so all right, Jessica, I'm not going to do next 30 days. We're doing retrograde. Venus retrograde and Mercury retrograde is going to take us right until like the middle of April, I would say. All right, so let's see what is going on with Jessica and her twin flame. I'm focusing on twin flames today. And you have to tell me who it is, just you and your person. I'm just going to check in on your energy. And Jessica, I'm asking just about your twin flame. Let's see who it comes up as your twin flame. Okay, so I got two cards that came out when I pulled one. All right. So I just got to adjust my camera here because when I dropped it, I think I went in the wrong position here. All right, this is better. All right, so I have here, I pulled two cards, and we have self-expression and balancing inner feminine. All right, and then underneath the deck, I have Kundalini. So you had an energy activation that caused havoc in your relationship. It was just like, this is the energy that I'm getting. is that your energy, maybe it's your masculine, feminine energy, but your energy of what you needed the most for self-growth, it was just like an explosion. And it was just like a poof of smoke went up in the air. And it was just like a big, heavy poof of smoke. And now, as the smoke is starting to fall down and soften all over the place, as the smoke clears. So, right now, we're still in a smoky period. We're still in a smoky period. We have havoc coming from your activation. And I believe it has a lot to do with you expressing how you feel emotionally. How you feel emotionally and expressing that caused this boom. Make sense? So let's look into that a little bit. What is going on with Jessica and her person? So someone appears to be playing a little bit of a mind game with you, trying to be hard to get, playing hard to get, but playing games. They're not being really honest with you. I'll be telling you. They are making it seem like they're setting you up for opportunities as if you could have them, but they're really not letting you in on the rules of the game. So they are entertaining themselves a little bit with you, unfortunately. So they are purposely setting you up to keep you engaged and to be active in this little game that they're playing, but they don't really want you to catch them. They don't really want you to have them. They're just entertaining themselves right now with all of this. Let's see what is happening with an awakening during the Venus and Mercury retrograde regarding your person. Well, this retrograde actually has been quite useful. I'm seeing here that a cycle is changing. Absolutely. Things are happening where you're starting to see things as they really are, and you're no longer being bound by this connection in a negative way. So it seems like you've been trying to free yourself, you've been trying to see what you couldn't see, and now you're starting. Yeah, exactly. Well, this is what this is saying. You're like, oh, wait a minute. I'm starting to see what's going on here. You see, I'm starting to see, looking back, that this person was just taking advantage of an opportunity here. And once you caught on, things started to change. And once things started to change, you notice the energy changed too. And so this person is going through an awakening as well. So as they're looking back, they're starting to see that you caught on. You caught on to the game. Why are they feeling your energy more than anything? It's not always an ego boost, Jessica. Not an ego boost. That's just your perception of what you think it is. An ego boost, because we think people play games for those types of reasons. Sometimes people play games for an escape. Sometimes people, like, look at all the people who are playing video games all day long, not working, not doing anything that is productive because it's an escape mechanism. So maybe the person is under a lot of stress. Whatever we tend to do, we do it because it makes them feel good. For him, he is somebody who needs to dip into some kind of fantasy world. And so for him, this is what this is it's reality to him, but it's kind of like you're an avatar in a game. You understand? Like, some people take this very seriously, or maybe you, but it just seems like you're like avatars and playing this virtual game, and it's like an escape. Yeah, you get the star. And so why are they feeling your energy more than anything? Because they don't want anybody else but you as their hopes and dreams. Like, they fantasize about you quite a lot. You know, they know that you can't make plans to be together because it would break up your home, it would break up their home. It would break up their home, it would break up your home. And its reality is it wouldn't be a wise decision to have this discussion. But it's you're the only one that they like to fantasize about. So let's look at what's going on here for you during this period of time. I see the Eight of Earth, the King of Earth, the Magician, and the Hermit upside down. I gotta tell you, during this cycle, during the retrograde, what is really interesting is I am seeing that they are focusing on money and material things and what they can have to be successful, and not knowing the truth. They would rather dip away from the truth as long as they look good. You know, this is basically them trying to manifest their money. They're looking at what they can get. They're taking what they can get. They want to secure their finances. They want to look at their value. You make them feel very valuable. You make them feel very worthy. And as long as, you know, he pays attention to those details, right? He's really focused. Oh, there's my camera again. I have a cord right in front of me. I got to figure out where to put it, because every time I move my hands, I'm hitting it. I got to see if I can put this underneath something. Because that's twice now. I have a clip here. Maybe I should have used it. So your person is, you know, pays attention to the details, loves the details. He loves it, how you express, how you feel. And you make him feel very successful. He feels like a king with you, right? He feels like, oh, you know, I'm a provider and I'm great, but he doesn't really want to be the provider, right? Like, you make him seem magical. You empower him a lot. And, you know, because you have the ability to keep on, you know, educating him on, oh, you're so great, you're so amazing, you know, everything about you is so great. And so he doesn't care if it's true or not. He just loves it that you tell him this. So this Venus retrograde has been really beneficial for both of you to really start looking at, well, he's not aware of how he makes you feel, because all that matters is how you make him feel, right? And this has a lot to do with you. I'm not blaming you. I'm not attacking you. What I'm saying is, why are you putting his needs before your own? Why do you think he should care about your needs more than his own? because he cares is that he feels good, and you are expecting him to put you before him. So I'm saying to you, why are you putting his needs before your own? Whose fault is it now? Sorry if it seems like, oh, but you hear what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. This is an energetic. Hey, how are you, Chanley? Nice to see you. I believe you're new to my channel. Oh, it's Shan. You got a different picture. All right. So Jessica, when I looked into your timeline for you guys to look at this, this is the timeline I'm getting right now. Time is frozen right now. So why is time frozen for you right now? It is because you're stuck. You're stuck because why? You have to look at this is a game. You guys are in a video game. You're playing a video game. And in this video game, nobody is looking at the future. All you're looking at is the time that you're building and playing in your video game. Remember, when you're playing the video game, you still have chores to do. You still have to pay the bills. You still have a family to take care of. Right now, it's kind of like on pause. The video game is on pause. That's all. The video game is on pause. Well, the only way that you're going to get your Knight of Cups, the only way you're going to get your Knight of Cups is, look, you went from Page of Cups to Knight of Cups, Queen of Wands upside down. So this has a lot to do with insecurities. You need to grow up in the relationships that you are attracting. You need to look at, you are attracted to a fantasy. This is a fantasy that you and your person has created, like an online fantasy, as an escape. And as long as you are in that, you are healing your inner child, you're healing some energies that have a lot to do with your own need. Oh, sure, we can certainly do you. Yeah, we can certainly do you. I just did Dawn, and I'm doing Jessica, and we have one more in front of you. Anne is here, and then I can certainly do you. So what I'm seeing here is for you, Jessica, it's important for you to see everything is on pause and you're looking at having something real. But right now you're healing some inner child work. You're doing some inner child work, and this has a lot to do with the reason why you're even escaping. Keep on doing the limerence video. There is a limerence video. I've been doing it every day. I've been making changes in my life. It's really important that you do it. There is a lot of energies that happen because of it. I've noticed some responses from it, because it's saying here that you have to go from the Page of Cups to the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is the one who's actually going to romance you. But right now, he's in Page of Cups. He's too immature right now to be able to take on this romance. It's either that he's not invested enough, or he's just detached and engaged He may be saying, hey, I'm going to be back, I'm going to be back, I'm going to be back. That's right, the game is on pause. As long as he doesn't have to be financially responsible for you, physically responsible for you, he doesn't have to be mentally responsible for you, he doesn't have to take care of anything for you. It's easy. He can enjoy playing all he wants, but at some point someone's going to have to take over. And that's the thing. You want somebody who wants to step in as a real masculine, divine masculine man. And you make him feel that way. It's easy for him to play that game. You give him all of the gear to be the king. And again, this is, I watched this movie the other day. It's a form of allowing him to play like Games of Thrones or something. It's a way for him to feel like a powerful king, but he needs to actually put more energy in his reality of where he's making his choices, because as long as you guys are in the 5D and playing your games, you don't have to deal with reality. Does that make sense? So right now your game is on pause. Let me see if I can pull some cards and see what your person looks like. See if any of these resonate with you. I'm going to pull 3 cards. All right. Does he dress in white or black? Is he a little unhealthy with his habits? Like, does he smoke or does he drink beer or something? Because I'm seeing here he's got a few habits that are not great, but he's a little muscular. He's got like muscles. All right. Yeah. So I got here, he wears always black or white clothing, and he's got a few unhealthy habits, maybe playing games. And I also see he's quite muscular, or a build, like he's a smoker. That's what I got. He's like a smoker or drinker. All right. Did you have, I don't see anybody dropping any of those questions for me to answer. I know it's not going to show my chat later on, and you guys are just flowing with so many questions here. So I would love to do a question and answer with these. So it'd be best for you just to pop it in there and we can kind of answer it this way. Anne, you still with me? Anne, you still with me? Anne is in a different time zone, so I'm always concerned that she's going to go and fall asleep on me. Ian, is that your person, Anne? Is that your person, Anne? Okay, Anne. I'm doing you. Is your person's name Ian? All right, let's do a check-in on Ian and Anne. I've got new love here. So there is something to do with, so what does this mean? A lot of people go and start, oh, does this mean I got to go and let go and find somebody else come in? No, this sometimes what it is about updated, fresh energy. So sometimes a better version comes along to remind you how much you are worthy of love. And so when we look at this, what are relationships here for? So relationships are a way that we get to experience ourselves in another. And what happens on one level of reality also happens on every other level, right? So if in the physical world we are experiencing projections, reflections, or subconscious address our repressed energies, our emotion, our physical, our spiritual, and our mental energies. And they're all for us to experience and have these experiences throughout our years. And as the planets go around, and we'll just have, and really that's all we are doing is having these experiences, fulfilling our karma and dealing with our duties, right? So it was time for you to, I'm going to clarify your card, but it's time for you to put new love into this. It's time for you to freshen up and not hold on to old love, but to freshen up and update it to the new love. There has been a lot that has been happening. If I was to say, this person is not someone with a lot of past life energy. This is somebody that you are connected in all different dimensions, in all different times, but this is a new form of energy. It's something that you have, you're not karmically tied, is how I'm expressing it. You're not karmically tied. It's kind of like you earned this. This is not something that you're needing to redo and redo and redo. It's something that you have created. So let's look in this a little bit more here. All right. So I've got here being girded and changing them, and I've got here also holding back. Someone here, either you or Ian Ann, is really holding themselves back. They're guarding themselves back, they're holding back, they're being really frugal with their energy. And that's only because they are afraid that you don't like them as they are. And so I feel very much that it has a lot to do with you wondering if they like you for you, right? I feel very strongly that you are looking to see if you can be accepted for who you are. I feel a little bit that you have some trust issues, or they do. And so this is what needs to be healed between you two of you. It's kind of like one of you is having some trust issues and you're lonely, but either you're the person that okay, that's the Ian, because it seems like as much as he's lonely and as much as he's being guarded and he wants to be with you, he's scared you're going to change him. He is holding back. He's holding back, but he has new love for you, but he's holding himself back. All right, he's resisting you. Yeah, well, I'm definitely getting that it was an ordeal between you two. Like the worst is over. All right, something went on between you two that it stressed him out pretty bad, but he's recovering now, if that makes sense. It's kind of like, was there a divorce between you two, or something that was pretty bad? It looks like he he's recovering now, and he feels a little bit like, oh yeah, well, it was actually good for you now, but it's it was really hard while he was going through it. He knows that you're his person, but yeah, he's still like, I'm not, he's a little scared to go back to it, if that makes sense. It's like, oh, I kind of like my comfort, and I don't want to change that. I don't want to let go of that. I'm lonely. I would love you to be back in my life. I know you're my person, but I don't know how to have my new life and my old life and not be my old life. Like he doesn't want, he wants to keep his life the way it is in this new energy. Let's look at signs that your person is awakening during this Venus retrograde. Yeah, definitely was a bad separation. It's kind of like, yeah, I don't want to change anything. I don't want to go back. In fact, if he was married to somebody else, he's just like, oh my God, I don't want to have that. Yeah, he doesn't want to lose whatever he's getting out of this now, because he just, yeah. I'm seeing here that he doesn't want to move forward at this time, but he sees that you would be everything that he wants. You are the one that he feels passionate about. He finds that you are determined and you're passionate, and well, he absolutely loves you. He thinks that you two would be together, would be a wonderful thing. He's been searching for you for a very long time. He feels that you would be fulfilling for him. Absolutely. The thing is, he just doesn't feel that this is the time for him to move forward with this. I could give you maybe a timeline, but right now, this is something that he doesn't feel. I got that from maybe Jessica's reading as well. Not moving forward with it at this time. September? September? Possibly. Does he dress really nice? Is he like a kind of a business suit type of guy? Because, yeah, he's not making any decisions right now. Not at this time. Let's see what's in his head. Why are they feeling your energy more than ever? All right. So right now he's thinking he doesn't want to reconnect. Right now he feels like, oh my goodness, it's too late. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to go back to the way things were. He lost faith in seeing this coming together. Um, he lost faith in seeing this, how this could possibly come together. He feels, and I'm not giving you bad news. This is the energy of what he is thinking right now. This is retrograde. This is Venus and Mercury retrograde. And we just begun. And so what we step into this energy, when we come out of it, we come out of it on the other side. And there is a huge possibility that he's going to come out with a completely different mindset. And this is where it's important for you to also pay attention to your own work at hand, what needs to be done. Yeah. He sees you as the person that that he desires. He sees you as passionate. He sees all of these great things. He just doesn't know how to go back and fix it anymore. I'm seeing that he's been searching for you. He's searching for you and maybe in others, but he is, I'm going to say this, he's kind of like he's got PSTD. And so because of this PSTD, it's kind of like it's a trigger for him because he hasn't addressed the pain that he endured over his divorce. Yeah. He is questioning, it's too much to go with my soulmate. It's too much to try to find that deep connection. He's keeping all of his relationships very superficial right now. He's looking for trying to not have any deep connections with anybody. It's kind of like he is guarding himself. He's guarding himself. Remember, it shows here he's being guarded. It shows him he doesn't want anybody to change him, but he is just in a state of trying to not allow his energy to, it's just a protection. Yeah. Chan, you still here with us? You're next. I'm supposed to be online doing other readings right now. I was only going to do this for a little bit, but I'll do Chan and then I'm going to go on to the next readings. I have another reading that's supposed to be for the signs. Chan, are you still here? Where are ya? There you are. I'll just go inside. All right, so Chan, you're going to be my last person for this one, and then I'm going to switch over and do my signs. We're going to really do a deep dive into checking in on the retrogrades. Oh, you're in a new connection with D. Well, let's see what comes through. I'm asking these specific questions, so I can just only tell you what comes through. If I force it, it doesn't seem to, you know, we'll have to see if it is. You know what? Right now, he's just really guarded. He's closing off his heart. He's not trusting. He's just needing to heal. Allow him to heal. This is a great time for him to do that. And some realities, anything can change in a day. And this is just giving him some time to process. I definitely see he definitely desires you. Right now, he doesn't love anybody. If you want to know the truth, he doesn't love anybody. He doesn't even love himself. He is really guarded right now. So when it comes to emotions, he doesn't know what his emotions are. That's why he's so and I just need to move on to a different energy right now. So I can't address your questions anymore right now. So just allow me to, I'm just gonna hit one of my, where's my little bell? Clearing some energies. All right, just give me a second here. There, that's better. So yeah, it's it's best to explain. And I'm going to tell you something. I do have some things that I will be posting later. I was going to work on that content, and my whole day, my whole weekend is getting past me. And I have a book that I wrote. So this Venus and Mercury retrograde, and also you've got the sun conjunct with the North Node. I wrote a book 14 years ago, and some of this is taking us back to what happened 14 years ago. And I wrote a book, and that book, I'm taking out, and I'm deciding to go and post videos and clips of this book. All right. It is my first twin flame book to understand a lot. I also have another book, how to, a couple of other books here. I could show them to you, but I didn't want to go into book promotions. So let's get into Channy's question. And don't make it seem you have love in the 12th dimension. You have the second version. The first version is different. I had a different version of that book in 2017, and then I updated it to a different version. And then I have how to manifest a soulmate or twin flame. And then I have some other books on inner child healing. Back to Channy. But Anne, just some word of advice. One of the problems that many have is thinking that you are lacking something. When you say, I got a lot of work to do, it makes it seem that you're lacking in something. He's the one who has to heal. And he's the one who has to heal. You need to just do some work on your own so that when he's ready to heal, you don't let any of your unhealed work trigger him. You go and work on yourself as this is an opportunity. It's kind of like, oh, get ready for him later. Go on that diet, get yourself healthy, focus on yourself, do whatever. Because when he comes, are you going to feel ready, right? But at the same time, it doesn't mean there's anything flawed with you. That's your own misconception. He needs to go and get himself in a position where he looks in the mirror and he says, I'm done with this. I think it's time to change. And nobody can tell him he needs to change his life. Only he can say that to himself. He won't see it otherwise. All right, Channy. D. You want to see about UND. UND. I had a D in my life. I had a D in my life. He was a very important person to me. Very important person. My D was amazing, actually. All right. Chanley and D. All right, so Chanley, I'm already starting with you getting your energies are quite entwined. Your energies are quite entwined because it's something to do with your Akashic records. So it's somehow you collected this energy in your journey, and you focus on them and not yourself. And so there is a lot that's happening where they think about you because you stop thinking about them, because you think about them so much, you focus on them so much that they actually feel. What does that mean? I don't know how to explain that different. You're focusing too much on them. So if you're focusing too much on them, they can actually feel it when you pull it away. So that tells me that they're not somebody who's focusing on their energy. They're focusing on you. So there is something where you're very entwined. Yeah. It shows like when you detach from them, like they react to it. And so it looks like there's something in your Akashic records that, and so what that means is it's not something in your physical chakras, it's in your higher chakras, it's in your spiritual journey, maybe in your past life karma, and maybe, yeah, usually when I see the Akashic records, it's past life. And so you may have met him in a past life. And so because of it, you have this this enmeshment is what I call it. And so there is a lot of your energies are very entangled, which means your soul is partly in them and maybe their soul is partly in you, and it causes a lot of challenges that way too. People tend to feel that this is a twin flame energy because they recognize themselves in the other person, because your energy is in this other person. Yeah, he is your past life partner. He is a past life partner. He's not your past life partner. He is a past life partner. So what's important, I do a soul retrieval meditation. The last meditation I did is a soul retrieval. I would do that because when you say, is he not meant for you? Every relationship is meant for you. I don't know where people get this impression that relationships are not meant for you. All relationships are meant for you. All of them are a gift. So he is a past life. You have past life energy. There is definitely an enmeshment. Your energy is in him. His energy is in you. But when you're not with him, you feel like you're lost a part of you and you're holding on to his energy, right? So you're not feeling whole and they're not feeling whole, and they're trying to fill that empty void of themselves. And it's actually not really healthy, to be honest. So most people, if you went and did that video, what I was just saying, it's like a soul retrieval. It allows you to collect your soul and bring your soul back into you, right? I experience sometimes one-sided where you could be involved with a person who's a narcissist, and the narcissist will just take all your energy in for them, but not give you back any of the energy back to you. So I feel there is a possibility that this person is a little bit of a controlling type of person. And if this person is a little bit of a controlling type of person, this person could be holding on to your energy. It doesn't mean that this person gives you theirs, but I can look more into it. Yeah. So this person, I'm getting feels a little burnt out, feels a little like no energy, feels a little bit like a loner. Is this feeling like that's how this person is responding? Let's look into what's going on during the Mercury retrograde and Venus retrograde. He takes more of your energy. Well, somebody feels really burnt out from it, and I'm seeing burnt out energy. And yeah, well, you know, my D was a little narcissistic. Maybe it's the name. All right, I'm getting here during the Venus and the Mercury retrograde. I'm getting here there is a cycle that had to come to a close. All right, there was a cycle that needed to come to a close during this cycle. And so, like, you know what, every single reading I've got the 8 of Earth. 8 of Earth is there's a lesson. You know what, I am sorry, but every single one of you that had a reading got karmic lesson. 8 of coin is a karmic lesson. All right, it is a very valuable lesson that you were to learn. This was one of your boxes that you needed to tick off your list. And for those who are still paying attention, who had a reading earlier, these are, you know, each of you, I seen the 8 of Cups. If I said the 8 of Cups or the 8 of Earth, that is a spiritual lesson. And so you've got 10 of Earth upside down. So this was not, burn my nail. Sorry about that, guys. So this was not something for you to gain financially at all. This was a spiritual connection. I'm seeing here, you've got the completion of this. It's a celebration, a completion of a cycle. I am seeing here that this was a lesson that you were to learn. And I've got here that this was not benefiting you. And I'm getting here 3 of air upside down. So the 3 of air has a lot to do with healing. Was there a manifesting? All right. Did you get involved with him to recover from another relationship? Because I'm getting here that this was a lot to do with somebody didn't fulfill your wish as an opportunity. There's some pain here. He has a lot of healing to do. Well, is he a loner? Did he jump into a relationship with you? Because I'm seeing here, it was a completion of a cycle. It was a lesson that had to be learned. And this was not, you know, to benefit you financially. This was something that you were to learn about healing. Yeah, this is healing. That this wasn't what you were absolutely wishing for. It's like you're manifesting the complete opposite. Are you trying to be a healer? When I ask when there was going to be a connection, when did you have the problems? Was it after February? Because I feel like it's already passed. Like I feel like we just passed it. Yeah, these are healer energies. You need to learn. Remember when I had said um about giving your energy to someone and them not giving you energy back? There is something to do with narcissists and empath energy. Yeah, narcissist and empath energy. So a narcissist will awaken an empath, and they are actually great, but they're really for, yeah, well, they're really great for understanding the actual truth to the connections of the higher self. And because a narcissist um shows you how detached we really are from ourselves, because they don't actually feel from the heart. So they play this game, right? They just do this thing where they're acting out, and we make them feel, we create healing for them because of the fact of our boundaries. The more that we try to heal them, the more they are to show up that it's not our job. They're here to show you that you're not to heal people, God does. No, he's not the one deceiving you. He's here to teach you. You are deceiving yourself. You're deceiving yourself. You have to learn not to take on other people's burdens. You have to learn how to protect yourself. You need to learn how to stop giving your essence away. You need to understand how to manage your energy. You're not managing your energy really good. You are a healer, which means you need to really understand how to manage your energy. And he is showing you that. Anybody can take from you so easily. And it's kind of like walking around with diamonds on your hand, and all the robbers are just coming up and stealing your rings, right? So he's showing you how easy it is for anybody to take anything from you. There is not him deceiving you. He's just, he's a soulmate showing you how you are to manage your energy. I'm seeing here that it was something to do with you needing to learn how to protect your energy. You take on the responsibilities, and you make it seem like it's your responsibility to heal these people, and it's not. In fact, you need to learn where to create. Oh, this is done now. Okay, let go, walk on. It is part of what healer does. I'm a healer, I know. So once you give what you need to do, you got to learn to, oh, this is beautiful. I've experienced this wonderful energy exchange. And just like doing a Reiki session, you have that beautiful energy exchange, and now it's done. You got to let God take care of the rest. It's not yours. It is important for you to understand that when you're working for God, everybody is God's, not yours. Yeah, you're giving away all your energy. Definitely. I see that. Even myself, I'm trying to learn how to be more disciplined. So this is going to keep on repeating itself over and over and over again until you recognize it. Until you recognize it, it's just going to keep on repeating itself over and over. You're going to keep on attracting these types of individuals. None of them are going to be here. None of them are going to be your person until you learn how to heal you not being recognized. They don't see you. they project their image of what you are to be. You try to be everything that they want so you can be the healer. Why are you asking me if you should step back from him? What do you think that you're supposed to do? So this is what I'm saying. Right now, he's showing you how not even Adam. Thank you, Vicky. Yeah. So first, I'm going to give you some information. I did a soul retrieval. It's really beautiful. The last video. Let me see. I'm going to see if I can share it. Let's see if I can share it with you. Called Soul Retrieval Ceremony, a Sacred Journey of Healing. And it would help. It really will. And so it's designed for you to be with your person, the person that you are destined to be with. It is for you to gather all of your energy back into you, to do some inner child healing as well, wherever your soul essence, the part of you that has left you, to reclaim all of that part of you back. And so this would be a great way for you to heal your energy. And because right now it's quite enmeshed with somebody else. And I would start looking in further how to be able to protect yourself when you are doing healing. You cannot be in a relationship and do healing with that person and not lose yourself. You see, when I heal, I'm really detached from myself. I don't even recall what I tell people sometimes because I'm not engaged with it. So, you know, where you get personally involved with this person, you lose a part of yourself, if that makes sense. So, why are they feeling your energy more than ever? I've got Justice, which is about karma. I've got the 9 of Swords upside down, which is about healing. And the 5 of Earth, which is healing victim mentality. It's healing the stealing of energy. It is healing the stress. And so there is a lot of stress that is being activated in you negatively. There appeared here, this is about you know, the lack and the stress and the worry. And this one is about the nightmares and about the negative energy. And here, this is about karma. All right. So, and here, this is 7 of Earth, which is just before the lesson. So this has a lot to do with making a choice. And you didn't make the right choice. You didn't make the right choice. And right now you're recovering from the stress and the stealing of this energy. And so this is about karma. Am I to say that you are to go back with him? That has a lot to do with your choice of whether or not you healed your lesson first. You know, it's not about people are not bad. They show up for lessons to heal, teach. They're either a teacher, a student. So either you're teaching them or they're teaching you, or everybody's beneficial in some way. Everybody's beneficial in some way. You're looking for your emperor. And if you're looking for your emperor, it's important for you to understand that this is not somebody that you wish into your life. This is someone that you prepare for. And you're not going to prepare for this person during a retrograde, what is going on right now. However, look at where Saturn is on your chart. Saturn is about karma and responsibility. There's a lot that is being said for this. Hi, Cherry. Cherry, I'm just going off. I have another reading that I was supposed to start like a half an hour ago. Actually, maybe even 45 minutes ago. And I didn't get done. I got to do all the signs. Everybody's looking for me, and probably you want to jump over there with me? You can. All right. So we're going to jump on over to, I have another live that was supposed to start at like at 3:30. I was only going to do this for like an hour. So Cherry, it's the other live. I'm just going to go and start that now. You'll see it already. You see it? All right, for anybody who is just joining my channel, please take the time to like and subscribe. If you want your energy check-in, I will be returning periodically. And as I had said to the girls in the chat, I will be posting some new information regarding some information that was important when I wrote my book in 2017. One of my first books, and so you can look for that. So hit this bell, the icon, so you could be notified when those would go on. It's a time to go back and talk about some of those dynamics and what do those mean. And like I had said to some of these people that I was doing readings, don't look at, is this person somebody I gotta toss back? It depends on the lesson. Everyone comes to us that we need to keep on leveling up with. And so in order for you to get here, you need to get here. And so it just depends on where you are in your ascension. All right. So I'm going to go and grab myself some water, and I'm going to see you on in the other reading. Love you all. I wish this chat would stay up, and I don't think so. So come find